He's John Barry of the Mothership. He was there with Game 1 last night in Oakland. John, do you want to weigh in on cover songs?
I'm going Willie Nelson doing a little Pearl Jam.
Really?
Yes.
What did he cover with Pearl Jam?
I think it was Breathe.
Really? Seton, can you check that out during the interview?
Maybe not Breathe. I don't know. But, by the way, you are the best Johnny Cash impersonator. Forget Walking Phoenix, dude. You're the man.
Thank you, Johnny. What happened last night?
Well, how about a game of inches? If Iman Shumpert makes that Hail Mary, the Cavaliers are in the driver's seat to win an NBA championship. Kyrie Irving doesn't get hurt. Mm-hmm. That's what the first thought that comes to mind.
But where are we now?
Now we're at maybe a real quick one, and it has a bad feeling about it because I think heard something from a Cavalier person, and this is not documented, but they feel like he's done for the series. Is
it his knee or his ankle, John?
I don't even know what it is.
It looked like his ankle.
Off with crutches.
Yeah,
and he looked like he was in severe pain.
So a Cavs person said that they feel like Kyrie's done?
That's what I was told.
Yeah. And they had, it was scripted for them but I thought what Golden State wants to make LeBron work at both ends. And I didn't like the step-back jumper there or that fadeaway jumper because he had been dominating. Am I nitpicking, though, by looking at that shot by LeBron there that could have won it for him?
No, I agree. I thought he settled. He said he got the shot he wanted. But that was a particular night that was the shot he wasn't making.
I know. He hasn't made that shot.
No, there's times when he does, but he didn't get in the restricted area like he normally does. I saw a number. He had 28 isolation attempts. And when he was assisted, he was 7 for 10. He was 11 for 28 in isolation situations. You see that too much with Cleveland, right? I mean, down the stretch, all they do is give him the ball and get out of the way. Yeah. And everybody in the universe knows what's going to happen. And make it easier on the guy. I know he's great, but he has to work so hard. I think there's easier ways to get him the basketball.
What did you think of Golden State's performance last night?
I thought they were terrible to start the game.
Yeah.
They had great opportunity. I mean, they could have put this game to bed, I thought, early. They had every shot they wanted to get, and they couldn't throw it in the ocean. But this is a defensive team, and everybody – I guess it's Don Nelson's fault because everybody thinks of the Warriors that play no D and run up and down. But that's not what the Warriors are. They got after it defensively when they needed to last night.
LeBron's got to take even more on himself now. Game 2 coming up on Sunday night. Can he take more on his shoulders here?
I don't know what more. 38 shots. That's a ton of shots. But if there's no Kyrie Irving, they just don't have another guy on their team that can really create for others. And, it's clear that the Warriors are saying, we're going to play LeBron James one-on-one. Very few double teams. If not, I don't remember any just full-out straight doubles on LeBron. And they're saying he can't beat us by himself. And he almost did. If he had 43 points in regulation, he would have. But now without Kyrie Irving, man, his job becomes so much more difficult.
He's John Barry of the Mothership, part of ESPN Radio's NBA Finals pregame, halftime, postgame coverage. A lot of conversation about Steph Curry. I didn't think Steph had a particularly great game. Was that a typical Steph Curry game for you, or did you expect more last night?
Yeah, I thought he was kind of laying in the weeds. I didn't think he had that. He had a couple moments, in the second quarter when they came back. They were 14 down, and he made a couple fantastic plays at the rim, knocked down a couple threes, but I thought when he came back in the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter that he was going to make a major splash, but he really didn't, push it on the offensive end.
I've been saying for the last, 8 days leading up to the finals, it felt like Cleveland was satisfied that they got to the finals. That, hey, look where we came from and where we are. Whereas Golden State was saying, no, we got 4 more games to win if this is going to be, the historical season. Did you get the feeling that Cleveland was sort of buying into the underdog role? And I hate saying it, but I get the feeling that it feels like it's a softer landing for LeBron if they lose this NBA Finals.
I was impressed with the way they came out yesterday. I didn't see that happen. I thought that they were going to get hit in the face by a team that is superior to everything they saw in the Eastern Conference. And I really thought that Golden State was going to handle them. And I've been really impressed with where Cleveland is, where they have gotten to, particularly on the defensive end. I mean, you hold the Warriors to 98 points in regulation.
Yeah.
That gives you a heck of a chance to win. And they've been impressive. Shumpert was impressive on the defensive end. They just got to get some more. I mean, look, J.R. Smith, he's a box of chocolates, I mean, game 1 against Atlanta, he took those same shots, guys right in his face, and he made 8 of them.
Yeah.
Last night he made 3. And that's the way it goes.
If you look at big picture here, and we love to do this in winning championships, that if you're 2-4 in the NBA Finals, how much of a hit, even though we can look at what this Cleveland team did this year and what they overcame, but if LeBron goes 2-4 in the Finals, how much of a hit does he take for that?
Well, you and I were at the 07.
Yeah.
And that team had no business being in the finals.
That's one of the worst teams that's ever played for a championship.
No, the
right?
worst.
You think so?
The worst. Well, maybe my dad's team, but they won, so we can't say they were the worst.
Iverson's team.
Not great, you're right.
That Sixer team was bad. Wasn't Eric Snow point guard on both of those teams, Cleveland and Philadelphia? Yeah. Poor Eric. Poor Eric.
He got to the dance.
He did.
Maybe the date didn't look so good, but so 07, I'm throwing that out for LeBron. That
okay.
Just to get there was pretty remarkable. The Dallas, the only one I can put on him is the Dallas series in 11. That was the worst basketball he's ever played in his life.
Yeah.
And I'd love an explanation for what happened on that, because I couldn't believe what I watched. That was stunning to me.
Did you have you followed this Allen Iverson stuff, that when he did that press conference,
yeah, drunk?
He's saying practice, that he was actually drunk?
Yeah, well, I don't know that he got up in the morning and started drinking. It might have been a late night.
You ever smelled alcohol in somebody's breath when you're playing against them in the NBA?
Yes.
Yeah.
My own, probably.
You ever smelled pot on somebody's breath during a game?
No. But when guys sweat, if they had a couple pops the night before, it kind of stinks.
John, we walked down the hall one time, and we walked by an NBA player who was getting ready to play in a game, and it looked like it was a Bob Marley concert. Not naming names, John, but we walked by somebody, and it was like, whoa, wait a minute there.
Yeah. Were we talking about Willie Nelson earlier?
Oh, Willie Nelson. Yeah, start talking pot, and his phone goes crappy there. Hey, John?
Yes.
Your phone went to pot.
It did?
Yeah, you're crackling rosy there.
I'm just in my room.
Thank you, John. Yeah.